Ron Paul supporters, alright? Looking at you, okay? Do something. Get out there, do whatever you can, make a couple phone calls, have a couple conversations, talk to people, get the word out there. If you're not planning on going to your caucus or your primary, maybe you should adjust your schedule. Alright? We need to stick together. We need to do everything that we can to support Ron Paul in his efforts, because if not, then it's all for nothing. Alright? So it's not that hard to do. You know, depending on what type of state you're in, you need to register Republican. Possibly, if you're in a closed primary or a closed caucus state, you need to register as a Republican to go to your caucus or your primary. Okay, if you're in an open caucus or primary state, you don't have to register Republican. You just show up. You have to be a registered voter. So, rule number 1: go register to vote. Rule number 2, know if you're in a open or a closed caucus state. You can ask those questions when you go to register to vote. If you're in a closed caucus state, you need to register as a Republican to be able to take part in the Republican primary or caucuses. Alright? Step number 2, show up. Whenever your caucus or your primary is in your state, be there. Show up. You might have to bring photo identification to prove who you are, but show up, be there, sit there, listen. If nobody's there to talk on behalf of Ron Paul, talk for Ron Paul. Alright? Talk to the people around you. Be respectful. Alright? A lot of these people that go to these events are going to be establishment cronies. Okay? There are going to be some independents that are going there. This is where they get their information. Alright, they don't pay attention to politics the majority of the time, necessarily, but they're typically informed. But this is where they go to get the information from their peers. Alright, and this is a republic in action. Okay, this is the people. This is where you're gonna have your power. Alright, this is where you will come together and you will make a difference. Okay, so show up, register. Alright, register to vote. Show up on your caucus or your primary night. Alright, I'm in an open caucus state, so it's pretty easy. I'm just gonna show up and just talk to people. Okay, talk to other people in your area. I'm sure you know somebody who is civic minded around you, and it's not hard to find them. If not, call your county courthouse or whatever. Find out where this stuff is happening and go make it happen. Okay. Number 3, stick around. You might want to be a delegate. Alright, stay to the end. Stay till the votes are counted. Stay till they try to figure out who the delegates are in your caucus state, because even if your candidate doesn't win your caucus per se, you can still be a delegate and go up to the state level for them, which will help out more than the actual vote will. So yeah, just do your part. You know, that's the biggest contribution that you can have, is to actually go out to the caucus or the primaries and to actually be part of the political process to support your candidate. Alright, that's more important than, you know, I mean, obviously making the calls are important, obviously actively campaigning for him are important, but that's what the campaigns are for. The campaigns are to get people to go out to the caucuses, to try and get him the nomination. Okay, so if you really want to help Ron Paul, show up for your primaries, show up for your caucuses, make the world know that we are here to support Ron Paul. Okay, because we're on the side of right. we're on the side of freedom and justice and everything that America stands for. Okay, everybody else is on the side of big government, big business, that sort of thing. So stand up for what you believe in and actively do something about it. Alright? Leave comments, whatever. Actually, please do leave comments. Write comments. If you have any information about your caucus or your primary in your state and you want to share that with anybody, please feel free to write that down. I don't have all the information. I know when my caucus is in my state, that's about all I know. But you need to take action, and you need to do it now, because New Hampshire's today. So if you're in New Hampshire, you might already be too late. So anyway, Peace out. Patriots, keep doing your thing. Lights.